Well, hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper, and happy Monday to you. I'm so excited to go share with you some wonderful sketches from the Holiday Mini Catalog. I'm hoping to share a few techniques too, because you guys have told me that that's what you want. So, we're definitely going to be sharing techniques along the way. You're going to laugh because take a peek. I had to put sticky notes. Oh, I'm zoomed in. Just a sec. I need to zoom out. I was trying, like, there's all these sketches, right? There's one, two, three, four, 5 rows of four. So there's 20 sketches, and I was getting mixed up. So I had to cover the weeks before and afterwards so I wouldn't get, I'm a little bit ADHD, I think. So we're going to start with this tag. And the tags that I'm using are from, oh, I think they're all out. Watch, you're going to laugh. They're all gone. They're all on my desk. This one is the one I'm using for the first tag. And for the second tag, I'm going to use this one, and then there's an oval. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So I also did a little bit of butchery. You know what that means? It means I cut up one of my stamps. I know it's really bad. It was a stamp from One of a Kind, which is on for a great deal. It was already a super good deal, this stamp set and the dies, and there's on sale even further. So here is the one of a kind stamp set. And what I wanted to do was I wanted the just for you. So I cut it in half. I cut it off from a little something just for you because I'm using this tiny little die from the Stylish Shapes dies. Because if you look at the sketch, it calls for a tiny little die like that. So I thought, you know what? If I want to, I can always put it together yet, a little something just for you, but I wanted just for you. And see, it fits perfectly. So I did that. And then all it is, the sketch is one thing. So this is from the Ephemera pack. And then this, but that looks pretty darn simple, doesn't it? Let's look closely. I thought, no, 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 we can't do that. I mean, it's cute. And with a little bit of string or twine or whatever, it's going to look really nice. But what I did was I decided to emboss it. And now we're going to tear it. There. So now we've torn it, and we're going to add this just to the front, just a part of like that, so that we've got this really cool look. And then you know what else we're going to do before we put it on? We're going to take the Wink of Stella, and we're going to add a little glitter just to the edge, just like this. And there's going to be just a little bit of shimmer on that torn edge. And that looks really cool. And if you want, you can add a little bit to the snowflakes too. Just adds a little bit of glimmer. Okay, so we're going to, I better put this back on, put the lid back on. Okay, and now we need some adhesive. So just a little touch of detail, and then we can do another tag with the top of it. So that'll be kind of cool. Making tags is a lot of fun. It really dresses up a present to turn it from something ordinary into something special. See, I don't know if you can see there. Right, I have paper crafter nails. They're just inky, broken. It's just, I have really bad nails. Can't be helped. So you guys, if you have nice nails, at least, oh, look at this. This is going to now cover, but that's okay. Maybe I'll put it up a little higher. No. Well, I didn't think that through. I wonder if it would have been nicer if I would have done the other way. Well, you know what? We're going to cut out another tag. I have another one. Oh, look at this. I'm so glad I did a whole pile. I'm going to save this one for something else, and I want to do it with the snowflakes on top. And then look. Yeah, that looks great. I love it. Okay, super. Solved that problem. Didn't waste any parts of my embossed tag. And now I have 2 tags. So when I get back to Canada, I'm going to make all my packages very pretty as well. Okay, so now we're going to pop this up just to give it a little bit more of a fun factor, if I can find my dimensionals. If you guys know me, my dimensionals are always hiding, always lost. So what I do when I can't find my dimensionals, I start with a new sheet, and we'll start with the one that I got dirty up there. Yeah. So these are also, believe it or not, on sale for the last chance list. Yeah. And the ephemera packs are on sale. That pretty paper, everything is on sale. I almost want to put it down here so I don't cover up my beautiful, I might do that. It's supposed to go here, but I have a really hard time covering up my beautiful drum. So, you know what? Let's get some mini dimensionals. And remember that the sketch is not your boss. You get to make what you like, so you can go use a sketch, and then if you decide that it's not exactly what you want, well, guess what? And we change it. It's only meant to be. It's a tool to help boost your creativity. There. I think that's a little crooked. Let's see if I can lift it up. There. So now we need to decide on something to hang it from. I had some twine laying around from something that I messed up on. Remember from the last time? It's stuck together. That's weird. I think it got some glue on it. Right here, it's all glued up. Huh. I wonder what I did. Oh, now it's okay. It's just something strange. What do you think? Do you think that goes with it? I think it does. Okay, I'm going to leave it nice and long so that I can tie it onto maybe a bigger package or a wider bow. And this is just on here, and then it's loose anyway, so then you can, that looks kind of cute, doesn't it? Isn't that adorable? I know, I could, you know that you're a paper crafter when you get really excited about simple paper things. Okay, let's go back to the sketch. And now we're going to do the card. Okay, now this one I was really struggling with. I thought, oh gosh, I see those shapes and they're just meant to be so that they're not a regular shape. It could be anything. But it reminds me of I don't know, a goblin or a ghost or something. It doesn't do much for my creativity. But let's see what I came up with. So we're going to start with a white card base and then this paper from the Snowy Scenes. We're going to use this side. I'm going to glue that on right away. And I'm just going to, I love using glass blocks as a bone folder. I have bone folders, but sometimes I just don't want to get up and find my bone folder. So then the block is almost always on my desk. Now, do I have the, oh, I apologize if my volume was not good for the first 8 minutes. I just turned it up now. When I get back to Canada, I am buying a clip-on mic from Amazon, and then my sound will be even better. I haven't heard any complaints lately, so that's good news. Okay, then what I did was I made a frame out of the postage notes, and I think I'm going to pop it up. We're going to put some dimensionals around the edge, and I think I'm going to use little ones so I don't have to worry about edges sticking up. I find that my minis last so long. There's so many on one sheet. And did you know that I think with the minis you can get white ones and black ones together? No. That's not true. With the black dimensionals, you get minis and large ones in the same pack, which I think is genius. Okay, and then 2 on the top. There. See, now I didn't have to be careful about placing them. I'm using more, but I didn't have to be careful that something would be peeking out. So I used the postage dies, and then I used the square die from the Stylish Shapes dies to cut out an opening. And I'm going to save that square piece for something else. Wow, there's a lot of dimensional backings. Sorry that you have to watch me do this. Okay, get them out of the way. Go like so. Okay, now this is going to go near the top. Like so. And then I need 4 elements. So one of them I thought would be a snowflake. Then I have, I'm getting ahead of myself. I decided that we needed to ground this a little bit. So I'm putting a garden green square in between. And then we're going to put our 4 items on. And so that's a good thing to do. When you have designer series paper, pick a color that's in there to use on your card. And then you get a gorgeous matching creation. There. And this frame kind of grounds those 4 items. So what I'm going to do, I have this pine cone and the bow from the Ephemera pack. Then I have this little snowflake, this big snowflake, and a cute little mouse from the Friends. The oh goodness, what's it called? Christmas Friends? Yes, Christmas Friends. Here we are. Christmas Friends is also on sale, and I promise you that is not why I was using it, but it's such a cute thing, and I would love for you to have it. It's just so much fun. Okay, and once they sell out, they're gone. I use something from, okay, I don't know if I could do this on camera. This is adhesive back glimmer paper. Hold on. Oh, another Jackie moment. I already took the adhesive backing out of this and I'm thinking, why is it so sticky? And I'm poking at it. Well, it's already been unstuck. So we're just going to lay that on like so. It's going to be slightly dimensional. And we're going to pop this guy up. And then we're going to color our mouse. Oh, and then we need to put something at the bottom. Oh, another dimensional stuck here. And I think we're going to put this one on flat. So this is just kind of a smorgasbord of cute little Christmas things. There. Maybe I'm going to pop up the bow. As if I need more dimensional backings on my desk. Okay. The nice thing, I'm not a patient person, so I always have to curb the feeling that I'm wasting your time, that it's taking too long. And then I console myself with the fact that you guys can hit the fast forward. You can drag it along on YouTube to make it go faster if that's what you want. So now we have another little here just for you, but I'm not sure. I have a few people who are going through tough things this Christmas. So what I might do here is instead of all like Merry Christmas or whatever not, I want to do I'm thinking about you. Ik denk aan je. That was also in the ephemera packs, the sayings, the joyful sayings, because it's not just all fun and joy and whatnot. So, the mouse is doing his best to be cheerful. Okay, I'm going to start with doing the bell. I'm going to focus in a little bit more so you guys can see. And even though the blends come in a dark and a light, you don't have to do both. You can just use one. So that's the Dark Daffodil Delight. Now I'm going to use the fine tip of the light real red. And now we're going to, oh yeah, and the mouse. Blends don't come in garden green, so I'm using the marker, the garden green marker. And in January, when we have celebration, you can get 2 family packs of markers for free with your starter kit. So I'm going to be showing you different ways to use markers, because that's a great value. Okay, so you could go over this again. I'm not used to coloring with markers, but we get the color that we want, so that's good. All right, so now the mouse. The mouse we're going to start with a dark gray, and I'm going to do that along his haunches and his belly, the bottom of his arm, his cheeks here, the middle of his ear. Basically, wherever the artist has added shading, that's where I've put the dark. And now we're going to go with the light, and we're going to go over top and just blend it in, because we don't want lines on our mouse. And we can go with little circular motions to pull that color away. And we're going to leave him with a little bit of a white belly here. And I feel like giving him white feet too, but I'm not doing that. And I didn't do a great job die cutting this mouse, I have to say. And here we go. And I want to leave his nose a little bit light too. I haven't looked at too many mice, so I'm not sure. There, he looks pretty stinking cute. Okay, wee little bit here yet. All right. So the mouse, do we want to pop him up or is he going to be flat? I think he's going to be flat. Okay. And then the I'm thinking of you, and then that's our card. Oh, here. More dimensionals. And then I'm going to pop this up as well. Well, maybe not. Maybe. Dimensionals are usually a good thing. Oh, I'm not on camera, but we put so many dimensionals on. Here. I'm thinking of you. Ik denk aan je. See, you're getting free language lessons. So that's our card based on the sketch. I think it turned out quite adorably. You know, yeah. It's just a fun card. It's a light-hearted card. Um, it has a bit of Christmas spirit to it, a little touch of whimsy. Um, yeah, so that's good. So we've got a tag and a card, and now we're going to go to a second tag. And I'm taking liberties with the tag. We are going to take this mint green one. Mint green, no. Mint macaron, mint green. Mint macaron, and we're going to run it through the snowflake sky embossing folder. So here's the sketch, and it's supposed to have just a tag and then a wonky thing, a few gems, and a banner. We're not doing the banner, and the wonky thing is going to be an oval. So here's our oval, and we are going to stamp Merry Christmas on that. So this is going to be a really classy stamp. And I have to decide, see, I can go with a straight Merry and a fancy Christmas, or a fancy Merry and a straight Christmas. So what do you think we should do? Okay, I've decided to go with the fancy Christmas. So here we go. In basic black. Tuxedo black memento. I do love tuxedos. Okay, and then that's going to go right along the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. And then the Merry. I like stamping the words separately rather than trying to get the words together on one block, because they just never get quite close enough together. So that's your technique, one at a time. Take your time. And Merry. Merry Christmas. Now we are going to thread some pretty silver ribbon through that. So we're first going to tie a bow. I think through both. No, I'm just going to tie a bow on this one. And I have to say, this quite a long time ago, my friend Caroline von der Straten from Caro's Catches, she was here. We were just having fun together, playing. And she wanted to see some of the new products. Oh, I'm not doing a good job of this. And she wanted to make a gift bag. And she made a beautiful one. I'll show it to you in a minute. And she made this tag. Well, not obviously not this one, but this is what inspired me. There. We'll straighten that out later. We're just going to cut that off. And it's going to go like so. I'm just going to pause that for a minute. I wanted to see what Caroline had done, and she did it differently. So let's do this again. I tied it way too tightly, which is a good thing if you're not going to take it apart. But if you're planning to take it apart, not great. Okay, so we're going to run it through both of them at the same time. It's a good thing this ribbon is sturdy. There. And now before I tie it, I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back to hold it in place. We're going to add some dimension to this. Make sure it's kind of centered. There. And now we're going to tie it in a bow. And before we do that, I'm taking a second piece. So we're just going to move this out of the way. I'm putting a second piece in through here. It's a little tricky. And this piece is to tie it, and I'm just going to leave that on here. That's going to be tied onto the present, the bag, or whatever you're going to do. So let's tie this in a bow. It's a little complicated, but only because I made it that way. It didn't have to be that complicated. I'm going to tie this in a knot so it stays nice and tight. There, and then in a bow. Oops. I'm getting all tangled up. Oh my word. People, you might need to do this with a friend. It's always good to make tags with friends anyway. But look at that. I did it. I did it. Okay, look at how lovely. All right, here. And now I'm just going to leave this so that we can tie it. Oh, how nice is that? There. Okay, sorry about that. That was a lot. And I wasn't even looking at the camera. I was so excited about making the tag. It's really pretty. Now, do you want to see the bag? Here is the bag. How cute is that? So it's just tied around the paper handles. This is retired paper from last year. I think it went with the Merriest Trees stamp set. And that is actually where one of my big dies is from that I'm going to use later on. All right, so you can see how pretty it is to just make a beautiful tag to go with your bag. So here is the last card that we're going to be making. It has a big circle focal point, it has a banner, and it has a little straight piece. So what I did, I went into my stash and I found note cards and envelopes. And this note card, it is 3.5 by 5 in the front. So it would really be 7 inches. Oh no, 5 by, 7 inches. So 5 by 7 cut in half. But you can buy our note cards and envelopes like that. So I cut a piece of white because you can mix white and vanilla. And this one is 3.25 by 4.75. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to run it through the snowflake embossing folder. So when you run something through with the 3D embossing folder, just number 4 and the base of number 1. That's what goes through your die cutting machine. I better not lay that on the floor. I'll be looking everywhere for it. So here we have it. Look how pretty. So we'll put that on flat. I better not lay. I'm tempted. I just want to throw everything on the floor when I'm done with it, but that's not a good plan. Look at this. I thought, what is that on the back? 2 little dimensionals made their way through the embossing folder. They're everywhere, people. I have to do some serious vacuuming before I go back to Canada so that Gerard doesn't have to do it. He's not going to have time anyway. All right, down towards the bottom. And then at the end, I'm going to show you this really cool folder that I made to hold note cards and envelopes because they make a wonderful present for Christmas time. Now, let's just, there. Okay, so now for the banner, I have used again I've used these for all my cards. They are Stylish Shapes dies, and they come with circles and banners. There's another little one in there right here. I use this one today. I use the squares, so I use these all the time, people. They are one of the basics that you just need to have. They're ones that I have both in Canada and in the Netherlands. I own 2 sets of them because I just don't want to carry them back and forth every time. I need scissors. Oh, and before we go any further, I'm going to move this over. Take a look. I'm wearing a scarf, and on my scarf is a squirrel. How awesome is that? I got this scarf from my sister-in-law, Tracy, for my birthday years ago, and I love it so much. Okay, so we're going to cut this off. like so. Now this is one of the, it's retired and it's that adhesive backed glimmer paper, which is wonderful. So I have this and I'm going to just want to extend it a wee little bit so that it'll still fit in the envelope. That's what the sketch showed. And now this side is supposed to be flat. So just want to line it up. There. And then we're using this beautiful circle from the Ephemera pack. Put a few dimensionals on the back. I think we can manage with 3. And then this card was actually born of stuff laying on my desk. Okay, I had these little hearts. I had the little heart from the Cabin Builder Punch, and I don't even know what the circle is from. Can't remember. And the big hugs was in one of the stamp sets, and I can't remember which one. But one of the Christmas ones, and I thought, oh, that looks so cute, just combined like this. So that's what we're going to do. And we're just going to add a little bit of adhesive to the top right here. And then maybe a dimensional, I'll put the dimensional like so. Carefully turn it over. And there we go. Isn't that cute? And then I'm not sure if I want to do this because the sketch had something going across the bottom. I thought, well, if I would do anything, I don't want any more words, but we could do a row of, is that too much? I'm just going to lay them on gently. So one big one and then a smaller one on either side. But I don't know if it needs it. It is kind of cute. Yeah, okay, I've pressed them down. I'm going with it. So that is that. It's so simple, so cute, just a nice little bit of sparkle. And if you wanted to add more sparkle, you can add, oops, a little bit of sparkle to the roof. And that does look really nice. And maybe the door too. And who's kidding? Also the windows. Oh my goodness. Yes. Just a little sparkle. I think this is my favorite one. So that's card number 4. Oh yes, and I was going to show you the folio. Well, let's do all the projects first. I'm being way too sketchy. So there is, and there's the other card. This one's fun. I have to say this one isn't my favorite. It's outside of what I would normally do. It might be a bit too busy, but I think a child would really love this. And maybe even an older person. They like fun things. Their inner child is back. And then here is the tag. And then we have this tag. How nice is that? I'm really happy with how they all turned out. And then I will make another tag with this. We're not going to do that today. And I'm going to show you the folio. So I actually have 2 folios, and this one has a tag on it as well. And this tag is from the Merriest Trees. Okay, that's the one I was talking about. And then this one is, both of them are made with the same paper that I used for this card. So we have a lot going on right now. Let me just move some stuff out of the way. And then I will show you the inside. So this belly band slides off, and then it opens up, and there's your note cards and envelopes. So it makes a lovely gift for people who don't make cards. Even people who do, they'll love to copy this. We made this at my Dutch retreat. And then this one, I'll show you. So here we go. Slides off, and then it just opens. There's no adhesive used at all to make this. See, and then look, it just slides right in. How cute is that? Well, we don't want it to be over top. We want it to go like so. How much fun is that? So that's the note card folio. So you could, I would make matching cards to go with this. And because that's what makes it all really pretty. So Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching today. I should show you all the dies that come in that one set, though, before we go. Well, bad news bear, the dies are lost, which means it's time to clean up my desk. When you lose something important, you need to clean everything up to find it. Anyway, guys, we are creeping closer to Christmas. I wish you much joy in the preparation, and especially in the little things. Take time to have fun, take time to spend time with your loved ones. And I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Do all the things like, share, comment. Please tell me where you're from. I love to hear that too. All right. Have a super day. Bye.